First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. If you've been living under a rock somewhere, you should already know that Terence Crawford has officially stated he's retiring. He's retiring from the sport of boxing. How do I feel about that? I feel like at the age of 38 years old, Terence Crawford has accomplished a lot. Where does he stand? His legacy? Well, I've already said that I do not put active fighters on all-time pound-for-pound lists. I don't do that. I prefer to wait until the finished product. Which brings me to Terence Crawford, who has just retired. Terence Crawford, I'm going to tell you where he stands. Terence Crawford is the most accomplished and the most decorated fighter in the history of the sport. Not only is he a 5-division champion, which is not easy to accomplish, he's also a 3-time undisputed champion. Terence Crawford, in terms of in-ring performances, is one of the most dominant, consistent fighters that I've seen in quite some time. Even though he wasn't that active near the tail end of his career, he did not leave any fights with controversy. No question marks. He won all those fights definitively. The one fight that was close was the Madrimov fight, but I still had Terence Crawford winning that fight regardless. Now, there's a lot of scrutiny with his resume. Terence Crawford did not fight and beat all the best fighters. At 147, which was a very deep, very competitive division, he did beat some decent guys, but he never got a chance to fight the Danny Garcia, the Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Dennis Ugas, or Jerron Boots Ennis, or Virgil Ortiz. But he did defeat Sean Porter. He stopped him. He did defeat Errol Spence and stopped him and dominated him, who arguably was the best welterweight at the time. So it's pretty much safe to say that Terence Crawford, at the end of the day, turned out to be the best welterweight in a very good welterweight era, right? Terence Crawford, like I said before, doesn't have the depth in his resume as other guys like a Floyd or Manny Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez, but he beat what was available. And the guys that he didn't fight, he made up for it. He jumped to 168 pounds and not only defeated a champion, he didn't just defeat some belt holder, he defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez, a fighter who is in discussion as possibly the greatest super middleweight of all time, arguably the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, a fighter who was on the top 10 pound-for-pound list at the time when Terence Crawford defeated him. So you have to ask yourself this: if Keith Thurman in his prime would have moved up to fight Canelo Alvarez, do you think Thurman would have beaten him? No. Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, would have beaten all of Bud Crawford's contemporaries. So Bud Crawford, even though his resume isn't stacked like other guys, he did defeat Canelo Alvarez, moving up in weight at the age of 38 years old. Terence Bud Crawford, to me, is a top 7 all-time great, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Terence Crawford is in the lead to become the fighter of this decade so far. With that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Low Nose Boxing, because Low Nose Boxing. I'm out.